Hi guys, I created this underwriting sheet for newbies that kind of want to find out if there is a deal or not a deal. This is geared towards on market listings, but you can also do it for direct to seller too. So the way that you'll do this, I have a little training on if you're doing on market listings, how to pull those listings, how to pull motivated listings, how to talk to people. That's the real estate blueprint here. It's absolutely free. You can take it. All right. First things you need to do. Let's say you find your deal. I'm just going to go over here and just pick one of these because I'm going to do an on-market one. So street address. Let's just pick the first one that comes up. Okay. So the street address, I'm just going to do things super easy. I'm going to do copy. First, what I'm going to do is file, make a copy because I need to do this. I put the address right here. Trust me, it's going to help you later when you have a bunch of these. We do ask if you submit this deal to us to help you close it, that you submit this with us. It will help in our underwriting. So, all right, very top. We got that done. Bada bing, bada do, boom, we put that there. State is in Washington. So these are based off of red and blue states. Blue states are less investor friendly. Red states are more investor friendly. So it becomes red. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. City population is right here, and the closest population, so that wipes it out. This is green. Median home price in the city. Let's find out. Median home price in Gig Harbor, Washington. So, and we want to do this year. So this is 2025. And our median home price is $862,000. Okay. So we're going to want to know that. We talk about wanting to stay and why we stay in the median home price. So it's $862,000. Our asking price on this one is $300,000. Where's our sheet? We'll put that in there. And then is this asking price above or below the median price? Below or no more above than 300,000, so it's below. If it was 300,000, so it would be 862, 9, 10, 1.1 million dollars. That's the average home price. We don't want to go above 300,000. We want to stay in the average home price area. Okay, so these are the things we want to ask our agents or our sellers. Motivation, we have the 4 pillars: motivation, price, timeline, and condition. I went in the most important is our motivation. Where a lot of us are looking for seller finance deals or creative deals, and they need to have some motivation to do that. So this is also going to be things that you can help ask the agent. So we want to fill this in before. So we don't want to ask questions that are already on the listing because it's going to not make us any friends. So what's the feedback? Why are they selling? I don't think that's probably going to be in the listing of why they're selling. No, it's not there. So we can't fill it in. These will be things we'll ask the agent. Is there an HOA? This is something we can usually find in here. I like to do Control F and HOA. I shouldn't have used this one. I like to do Redfin because they have it right up top. Looks like there's nothing with HOA on this. So I'm not sure. I don't really like Realtor. I don't know why I picked Realtor.com. Let's go to Redfin. Put this in here. Redfin, they usually have HOAs right at the top. Or Zillow. I don't think there is one on this one because it would say, let's look for Zillow. Sometimes you have to do some digging. It's not even on Zillow. Zillow's not even an option. Oh, duh, it is. Okay, HOA right here. Zillow's the one that has it. No HOA. So we'll just verify with the agent. I'll leave it there. If there is, we want to get a link to the CC&R HOA's rules, find out what the restrictions are, what the price is. Please do not submit deals if you have not spoken to the agent. That's just do not pass go. We talk about the importance of school ratings. Usually the higher the school ratings, less slumlordy, ghetto, more investors would like it more. So we have the school rating here, liens on home. So we want to use PropStream for this information. Let's go to PropStream and I will log into it. You can also use DealSauce or whatever you want. I use PropStream and DealSauce both. All right, so I will come up here and I will look up this information. Okay, close. All right, so our address should still be up here because we pasted it. It's thinking it's found. Oops, it's not that one. That's another address I was looking at. So let's go back and copy this and put this in here. All right, there it is. So under here, under mortgage and transaction information, we want to see if there is any loans on it. So there was one in 2006, and it was a conventional loan. Let's see, is there anything left on it? Looks like the balance is $193,000. So we have a few on here, and then we have a Bank of America loan. It might be like a HELOC or something at 621. Let's see. And then we have another one that started in 2019. Bad Boy Bail Bonds. So it looks like they have a lien on the house. They've taken $33,000 out. So there is quite a few loans on this. So what we're going to do with this one, this is actually a good one to look. Okay. So first one, we'll go with loan one, a rate of 6.21%. $6.21, and we'll come back over here. It's the balance is $30,000 and our payment is $331. So $30,000 right here and 30. What was it? 331. All right. Okay. Now remember, this is only principal and interest. If there's taxes and insurance in this, it will not be included. So don't worry about anything below this. It's be scary at first. HELOC, we think, I'm just going to put that this is a HELOC. So we got 6.33, 193 left, 193. And these are all just 6.33. And we're going to go through again and find out what's their payment, $1,376. No, right. All right. And then we got a third. We'll just put it under solar. I can make another one. This is a bail bonds that people, $33,000 at 4.1%. 33,000 at 4.1%. And they are paying $159 a month. Okay, so what this does over here, so we put all this is part of underwriting, $159 per month. Okay, so what this does is it shows this is their equity in the house. So do they have a lot of equity? Maybe I'll add something. Hold on. All right, so I'll make this so you can see right now what I've done for the equity. Equity is what they are asking for it, which is $300,000 minus a total loan balances. That's not right. Hold on. Not $33, $33,000. So they only have $44,000 in equity, which means there's low equity, which means this would be ripe for a sub 2 deal. If more than a seller finance. Seller finance is if they have really high equity. All right, so let's look at this. We have a lot of red right here. We like to stay our interest rates below 5%. So these are red right here. And our equity is low. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to find the long-term rental income. We can do that right here. And there's no Zestimate. Sometimes we'll find it right here. We can go rental. There's another way we can find rentals. Let's go to, so there's a lot of stuff that you guys have to do in this. Cake Harbor, Washington. Where was this one? I think this is on the other side. Let's see. So what we'll do is we'll do for rent. So we do, here's for rent. And how many bed baths is this one? This one's 3-2. So we want to do a 3-2. Apply. And we can just see what's for rent around here. So this is where this house is, I think, right around here. So we want to see if they're comparable. That's kind of a bigger house. 2750, 2600. I think 2600 to say 2600. All right, so 2600. So how did I do that real quick? I went to Zillow for rent, found the location, the city, and did 3-bed, 2-bath, and looked for comparable houses around it. So that's how I got that. So we'll come back here, and we decided it was $2,500 a month. So we'll put 2,500. That's what we did. And what's our data source is Zillow. So we put this in Zillow. Okay. Short-term rental. So we'll go to Data Rabu for that. Data Rabu. And I think I had a link to it because it's hard to get there. Here's our link. Go right here to Data Rabu. And this is our Airbnb calculator. And what we do is we put our address in here. So we have our address. And we're going to search for it. And it's got 3 bedrooms. Search. It's going to think. Maybe. It usually doesn't take this long. All right. It likes to market to you. You can. All right. Let's go back. This is annoying. Okay. So we know it can get about $45,000 a year, and the average daily rate is 303. So I'm going to do 45.5 divided by 12. And that is 3,791. So we'll go 3,800 a month is what I will just round up to. 3,800. So 3,800. All right. And then midterm rental, I do a little bit more. So I'll just do 4,700. All right. So I find out this is very, very basic underwriting. So there's a lot that goes into this. It does barely cash flows as a long-term rental. It can cash flow as a short-term rental. But that is, keep in mind, that's not including you have to do yard work, garbage, lights, internet, all of that stuff. So we're just doing very basic underwriting, napkin underwriting, which is like taking the rent income minus the loan payment. And if the number is positive and in the green, it passes basic underwriting. So that's right here too. So what we've done is we've like, okay, there's some green here. We're going to ask the agent how long everything is, other upgrades. Okay, so if it's mostly green in this, you can submit. Here is Here's some, this is how you can submit here. Go right here, go to mostly green, submit a deal. And then you're going to fill out the information there, and you're going to go through all this and put the link for this. So you're going to want to go share, let anyone with the link view it, copy the link, and you'll put it in there with us. So that's how you use this basic underwriting sheet. You'll want to call the agent at this point before you submit it and ask, like, what's the feedback? What are you getting on this? Are they open to a seller finance situation? Find out about the HOAs. You can look up the school rating right here. You can also look it up on Zillow. Rates, we like to keep this as like the one thing that we like to keep it below 5%. But see, I said this, it's mostly green. It's mostly green here. So it's close to a big city. It's the average home price. They're open to learning more about seller finance. Now, if they said, no, we don't want to, hard pass, you can still submit it. I would just give a lot of detail on why you're still submitting it. But I would say if they're open to learning more, definitely submit it. I keep following up with them if it's not. And then you'll go through. And then also, if you want to go through Deal Room, I'll put something right here in the bottom. If you want to follow along on this on Deal Room, we have, let me show you guys Deal Room. So these where we follow along. If you submit the deal, we'll definitely still be in communication with you on this. And you're not in Deal Room, but if you want to follow all the rooms, all the stuff on other people's deals and see a complete transparency, let's go to Deal Room. I also pull lists for you guys and skip trace them in Deal Room. My internet is being a slug today. Very, very slow. Come on. You can do it. All right. Finally loaded. So right here, I have lists in the Deal Room. I pull them all the time, and they're skip trace lists. But also we have the prospects here. So Chani submitted a lead here, and here is all the notes on this. Here's her sheet that she submitted. Here's the call with the agent. This will be a long-term follow-up, so we'll communicate on this one. But so you can hear the phone calls and call recording, all the stuff that we have with it. So we will keep following up, and as there's more, we will. So Carolina made a call here. It looks like Carolina made a second call here. So you guys can follow along with that. If you guys are interested into the Deal Room, just go to Building an Empire. I'll put it right in here too. .io/Deal Room, and you'll be able to sign up for that. So it's right here at the bottom. All right, that is how you use our new Deal or No Deal sheet. I'll put a link for it in here, and hope you guys enjoy. Okay, bye.